Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the WWE Elite Collection 108 LA Knight figure from Mattel. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure looks really damn good, and just once again, a really solid WWE Elite. They've just absolutely been knocking out of the park lately. This is no exception, and certainly for someone who is one of their kind of most over stars at the moment, it makes sense. Just they did a great job here. I think the kind of general buck choice is pretty much spot on. Just really good representation of LA Knight. In terms of the face sculpt, it's not the best face scan I've seen, unfortunately. Like, I don't think it doesn't look like him. I just think it looks a little more cartoony, which is kind of strange. And that's weird because I thought the basic had a very good face sculpt. But, still, again, reads as him, which is the important part. Not only that, but I think they did a fantastic job here on the facial hair. Very hard to get beards that aren't just like either full-on beards or straight up stubble, and stubble itself is just difficult. But there's nice kind of variation here between the thicker parts and the kind of more sparse parts. So definitely happy with that. Beyond that, I'm definitely a fan of asymmetrical ring gears, and you get that. So you have the elbow pad here on the right, but then you have the kind of tape, the wrist tape into the hand tape on the left. Very cool. And then we got the finger tape here on the right. So again, like that asymmetry. Then we get our standard knee pads. These are the thinner ones too, so they don't hinder the articulation quite the same way the other ones do. Boots are very nice and detailed. I love that they went with the red soles with the black boot. We do get the LA here on the side and then Knight on the front. In the back, we get the kind of stylized LA. For his trunks, we do get the LA Knight symbol with the LA in yellow. On the back, we get his name. So really good all around. Just again, super solid looking figure. Pretty straightforward with accessories, but what we have here is good. We'll start off with hands, and right out of the box, we do get the standard C grips. Actually, not right out of the box. I did actually change these up slightly because there's one of each right out of the box, and our other alternate hands are the pointing fingers, and the tape is consistent with how they are on the other hands. Always great to see. Then we get the just WWE mic, so our standard mic sculpt, and we get the WWE symbol there. So nothing special, but it works. And then finally we get his entrance vest, so we can see LA Knight there on the back. We get the black studding here in a diamond shape. We get it around the arms, and then we get the Defiant here on the left lapel. So excellently done, fits the figure perfectly. It's very nice. Love the shade of red as well. And that will do it for accessories. Articulation balance here are fantastic, even for an elite, and elites are generally good, especially now, but balance really well done. Like this took no time to get into, and it's been sitting here for like 3 or 4 minutes and nothing. I haven't had to worry about it. So freestanding kicks for days. Into the finer points is pretty much what we expect. So we do have our barbell joint from the body into the head, but we actually do get some really nice look up because that head sculpt, not a ton of down, but we do get some. There's our neutral. So yeah, just the tiniest bit. We get some really nice tilt though because of all that room. Of course, rotation. We get hinge and swivel at the arms, bringing us into a T. We do get bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, bringing us to there. Then of course we get hinge and swivel at the wrists. Then we get our standard ab crunch as we do with elites. So here's our neutral. We can crunch very nicely far forward. We get some okay arch back. This is actually one of the few elites certainly where I think the crunch is actually better than the arch back. So yeah, that's interesting. Then we get our swivel at the waist. For the hips, full on splits. Absolutely insane. Just, not much more to say there. Front kick, almost perfect 90, so beautiful there. We do get thigh swivel, double jointed knees, which articulate fully or almost fully thanks to those kind of loose pads. We do get a boot swivel here right at the top of the boot, even though it's short. Then for the feet, We do get some very nice point, though not as crazy as we normally get because they have tightened up the sculpt here, and I'm kind of happy about that. You know, I'm fine with losing that little bit of space. We do get some very, very nice forward, and there is a little bit of rocker, not so much on the left on mine. The right seems to be loosened up a little bit better. So that will do it for articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here it is with some other WWE figures, with some other wrestling lines, with some domestics, with some imports, with some monsters. Finally, with an articulated icons Oni, yours truly in human form, as the Valorous Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the WWE Elite Collection 108 LA Knight figure from Mattel is that this is a damn good figure. Really solid articulation, fun to pose, great balance, accessories are on point. Just, yeah, really great figure. Certainly if you're an LA Knight fan, I would say do not sleep on this at all. If you're collecting Elite Collection in general, just this is definitely one to have. So yeah, it hasn't shown up on pegs yet, or at least in my area here on the East Coast of the US, but it is available from various online resources, including Wrestling Collector Shop, which is where I picked this up. And so I'll have a link or two in the description below so you can pick this up if you are so interested. So that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. And if you did, I hope to see you back here because I do multiple reviews a week of action figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, and more. So if any of that appeals to you, going back, let's just escape the world for a while and talk about some really nice plastic. And really, at the end of the day, I just hope that you are well, hope that all of your toy dreams come true, and most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.